I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual health care, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. Add it to the cart and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And this episode, this one hurts. No pun intended. But finale, preseason game. Wide receiver we got as an undrafted free agent from West Virginia hurts his knee. The extent of his injury will probably come out sometime tomorrow. And he misses his opportunity to show the roster that he showed the coaching staff, Brian Dabo, Mike Kafka, that he deserves a 53-man roster spot. So his future as far as on the 53-man roster is up in the air. I do believe they will put him on the practice squad. I hope nobody picks him up. I highly doubt if we do put him on the practice squad, nobody picks him up, but he will be on the practice squad if he does not make the 53-man roster, and I am not giving him a huge chance of cracking his roster. Reason why: you got Isaiah Hodgins, you got Shep, you got Slayton, you got Paris Campbell, you got Beasley. Man, you got so many receivers on this team that are looking to make this team, and the water's a little murky for him to make this team, especially since he didn't go out there to show his talents in the final preseason game. And the injury bug struck us pretty hard. This final game, we did lose to the New York Jets. It's just preseason, but I hate it for this kid that he did not get to play the final preseason game and show his talents. Hopefully the knee is nothing where it's like an ACL or anything like that, but he was pulled out for the rest of the game. He did not play. So it gave an opportunity to the preseason Hulk Hogan of all people to show out, and Seals did show out. I think he had like 6 catches for over 80 yards and a touchdown. He really showed up, and if it wasn't for that injury, maybe that's Bryce Wheaton getting those targets instead of David Seals. Then you got people like Mickens, who shows flashes of very good athletic ability. Then you got Pimpleton, who shows that, hey, if we put him back there, kick return, punt return, he may be a lot better than any other option that we have. David Seals, as you know, he's a staple in his organization when it comes to preseason time, off-season time. He's always there. He always shows up, and he always gives his hardest. No matter all the jokes that I make about him, he gives 110%. He may not be as talented as the other guys, but he's giving 110%. Then you got veterans like Cole Beasley and Jamison Crowder who show they still got it. And then you already got the top 5 already going to make it, which is Shepard, Hodgins, Hyatt, Slayton, and Paris Campbell. And then you got Wan'Dale Robinson, who's going to be on the roster when he comes off the pup. And if that's sooner rather than later, that makes it even harder for Bryce Wheaton to make the 53-man roster, because he'd even get to show his special teams gunner ability or special teams ability on the kickoff return or punt return. So unfortunate news for Mr. Bryce Wheaton. He does get hurt. He hurt his knee. We're going to be waiting for the reports. I was very high on this guy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I Thought that he was going to make the 53-man roster. It wasn't going to be a question if he got his opportunities. His first opportunity, he dropped the pass, but then he came back and made a pretty good catch against the Panthers. And that's about it. So, to be honest with you, has he shown enough to be on the 53-man roster? If you're going to be honest, no. And so that's why I think he does not make the 53-man roster. And he gets put on the practice squad. And hopefully nobody picks him up to where he can develop throughout the season and have a whole nother offseason where maybe he can crack the roster and maybe show up and show out. But Bryce Ford Wheaton gets injured. And like I said, this episode hurts. No pun intended. Because I have high hopes for this guy. And I know that he's a talent. And he just has to get out there to show it. And unfortunately, an injury strikes again to another Giants receiver. We know this all too well. But praying for you, man. Hopefully it's not a major injury. Hopefully it's just like a knee sprain or something. You can get back out there very soon. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. And until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace.